So in mid 2020, I started doing calisthenics and I trained that way for 3 years, mostly training with my own body weight, sometimes adding a little bit of additional weight, and I also unlocked a few static skills with bad form. And in mid 2023, I joined a gym for the first time. It was mainly just to supplement my calisthenics training by building more strength and muscle through weighted calisthenics. Over time, I started bulking and I even slowly started adding isolation exercises like curls and push downs, things like that. And on the side, I was trying to maintain my static skills, but the lifting progress was just going so much faster, so I just started to gravitate more towards that. And now, the only calisthenics I do at this point is weighted pull ups. Everything else is with weights in the gym. My progress has been actually pretty good. Nothing crazy, but I'm still happy with it. I've gained almost an inch and a half on my arm circumference. I am over 10 kilograms heavier now, and even the t-shirts that used to be kind of baggy for me actually fit me now. So, yes, I have also gained a bit more body fat as well, but I'm still overall happy with the progress. Calisthenics did help me build a good foundation of basic strength though, because straight into going to the gym, I was actually able to lift some decent amount of weights relative to my body weight at the time. But deep down inside, all I wanted to do was get bigger, and I was trying to do that through calisthenic skills. And I thought, oh, okay, if I achieve this skill, I'll get this much bigger. Not true. That's not how it works. If you want to unlock a new skill, just unlock it because you really are interested in that skill and you really want to do it, not because you want to get bigger through it. Yes, you can build a great physique through calisthenic static skills, but if you want to get a physique like those calisthenics legends that you see online who do crazy static skills, you'll need to get just as strong as them, or at least almost as strong as them. Let's say you want to get big biceps like gymnasts or street workout athletes. Then what do you think will be easier to achieve that? Doing Maltese, full planche, getting really good at those Maltese presses, planche push-ups, things like that, or just going to the gym, curling weights and progressively overloading while being in a calorie surplus. The former option will take many years of specific training, all to just develop one muscle group, and the other option is way easier, faster, convenient, time efficient. I can go on and on. I put on nearly an inch and a half on my arms in the past 6 months by only lifting weights. With static skills, that would have been nearly impossible, because in order to grow muscle that fast, you need to be in a calorie surplus. And for static skills, it's actually recommended that you either cut or maintain your weight, because if you gain weight, the static skills will just keep progressively getting harder and harder. So achieving them will become even harder. This is exactly why I was the same size for so long, because I was afraid to bulk, because I was afraid that I would lose my skills and my relative strength. So that didn't allow me to build much muscle. Not like I was gonna build much muscle with that style of training anyway. And since I was able to build much muscle, I plateaued on my static skills, because after a certain point, you need more muscle to get stronger at static skills. Neurological adaptation can only take you so far. So if your true desire is just to get big, then just go to the gym and lift weights. The progress will be much faster. A lot of people, myself included, used to think that training in the gym and lifting weights, training purely for hypertrophy, it isn't functional, or it won't build you much strength, or it isn't cool, or whatever. And these guys who train for strength are the ones who have real strength. They are actually functional. That's actually not true. Yes, calisthenics athletes are pretty strong when it comes to relative strength, and their absolute strength is also pretty decent too. That doesn't mean that bodybuilding and pure bodybuilding will keep you weak or it's not functional. Every exercise that you do in the gym is functional because it trains a function of the muscle. A bicep curl is a function of the bicep, which is elbow flexion. So it is functional. If you think that purely training for hypertrophy and doing isolation movements and things like that won't get you results, then you're probably just not doing it right. Once you know the methods to do it right, you'll see progress pretty fast. I mean, there are so many elite naturals on YouTube who are actually still growing, and they're still actually growing pretty fast because they know what they're doing. Plus, you don't have to be dogmatic and only adopt one style of training. You can do both. You can do your skills in the beginning of the session and you can do your hypertrophy work later. Just don't treat it as accessory work though. Still take it just as seriously as your skills or your compound exercises. Or if your goal is only pure hypertrophy, then you can still incorporate exercises like weighted pull-ups, weighted dips, ring push-ups. These are all great exercises. There are just some muscles that can't be hit using only calisthenics, so the gym is a good fix for that. There's nothing wrong with training purely for hypertrophy, even though it might not be as cool as holding a full planche, but if it gets you to your goals faster, then why not? This doesn't mean I'll never ever do skills again. I mean, just last year I said to myself that I'll never do specific hypertrophy training in the gym, at least not in the next few years, but here I am doing just that, so you can never really predict the future. That's pretty much it for this video. Watch this video right here if you want to learn how to instantly improve your pull-ups. So yeah, subscribe if you found value, like the video as well. See ya.